Hello, clients and friends. This is Russ Murphy. I'm coming to you to give you an update on the economy from the third quarter. And I've got a slideshow here for you to review. And I'm going to go through a few things to show you what we see from this last quarter. The first thing is to remember is that the reason we do these is we think that having an educated clients is a benefit to you, and it certainly is to me, so we can communicate on your portfolios and what's going on. So I wanted to go through what we see from the third quarter. Historically, third quarter is the worst quarter of the year, and this year was no change in that. Equities, meaning stocks, moved down towards the end of the quarter after we had news about potential interest rate hikes, and the U.S. government was waiting until the very end, the 11th hour, to put together a funding bill to avert a government shutdown. So there's been a lot of information on that. But at the end of the quarter, the S&P 500 was down 3.7%, and the Dow was down 2.7%. Good news is, though, it was up more than that through the rest of the year. So we're still up for the year. White House announced a consumer price index in September, which said that inflation was 6% in August, or 0.6%, excuse me, and 3.7% over the last 12 months. What we're seeing, though, is inflation is going up just a little bit, as you can see there. And the reason for that is primarily gas and housing. Cost of gasoline went up substantially. Traveling around yesterday in the Portland area, I saw premium gas listed as high as $5.28 a gallon. Heard a report, though, there are parts of the country, though, where it's under $3. So in our area, we're still feeling that. So the numbers of inflation can sound like they're going down nationally, but housing and fuel make up a big difference for us here. The other big part of this is interest rates. The Fed's raised interest rates 11 times, 4 times in the last year, and we're currently at 5.5%. They could raise one more time in December, but there was no increase in November, so that was just last week. We got that information. The result of that, when rates go up higher, is money rates at banks tend to increase. These are a little bit lower than I'm seeing with regard to investments that are available to you. But if you want to put some money to work at some of these conservative rates, it's not going to be as high as we'd like it to be. It's certainly higher than it was a year ago. And we think when rates come back down from the Fed, some of those will go down as well. But now's a very good time to be taking advantage of some of these higher money rates. A lot of conversation about a pending recession, and we see that conversation is not going to go away. Some people are calling for a soft landing, meaning it would go down just a little bit for a short period of time. But instead of focusing so much on projections, let's focus on preparing for what you can do. And so if you try to remain financially liquid, anticipate needing a large amount of cash, and by all means, don't watch the TV too much. It can kind of put you down. The thing that we are watching on TV a lot, though, is the geopolitical unrest. The things that happened in Israel recently are captivating everyone's attention. What we can say so far is that it has not had a significant downturn on the economy and the financial markets. We're keeping an eye on it, though, because there's a lot of moving parts and could change just about any time. When we invest for the long term in the markets, we know there's going to be up and down. And while we saw that third quarter was the worst quarter of the year, November is the best month. And we are so far for the month of November, this is on the 6th of November, The Dow Jones is up 1,000 points and 3%. So we're seeing some turnarounds already in November. It's looking like it could be a pretty good month. Key takeaways I would leave you with on this update is that inflation still remains a concern. We could see one more interest rate increase, depends on what the Fed sees. I think while we are up so far in November, expect continuous volatility. We still have a possibility of a recession, and the advice I would give is to stay the course. Take a look at your budget to see what's necessary, what's discretionary. I think everyone's doing that. Be prepared for different possibilities. We learned that through the last few years. And remember that if there's anything that's of concern to you, we're here. Love to talk to you and help you out. Appreciate you a lot. And if someone else is important to you, would like to get some of the same information or have a conversation, please don't hesitate to reach out for an introduction. Be happy to take care of that for them. So if you would like to have someone get this information, please don't hesitate. Let us know. We're happy to provide it, and look forward to talking to you again soon.